Hello students, this is the tutorial for the round 1 and here I'm going to explain how you use the Excel file. First of all, you need to select here your team number, add your institutional email, in my case it will be like this, and then you enter your password, okay, in my case it will be like this. Okay, now I'm valid to start doing the simulation. So, as you already know, here we have a simulation in the SaaS industries, and we are going basically to manage our marketing funnel. And here you have some important things to follow. For instance, in marketing environment, we have basic explanation of what you may expect for the next rounds for the economy. For instance, for this first round, you may expect good economic prospects and a trend towards technology use, presenting a positive scenario this year. This simulation as well will present us the inflation accumulated in the last 12 months, also the forecast for inflation for the next 12 months, and also the cumulative inflation for all the simulation here in this tab. In terms, also you have the same numbers for GDP growth that will be the measurement of how the economy is doing. If it's growing, it means the economy is doing well, and if it's negative, it means that the economy is not doing well. Also here, in past decisions, we'll be able to see all the decisions that we did in the previous rounds related to investments, the range and type of marketing, digital marketing strategy, the priorities for the marketing funnel, the goals for customer staff, the headcount of the company, the total cost per employee, plus the price. Okay, so now we need to make our assumptions about the funnel and what we expect. For instance, we know that we can invest up to $2.5 million is the minimum guaranteed per team. Later this number will increase according to the rules that you have in the instructions. But let's say that, for instance, I'm starting my software, my company, I already invested some money for develop the technology, so I'm not going to invest a lot on R&D. I'm going to invest more on marketing. So let's say that I'm going to put this amount of money in marketing. As you can see, I still have $230,000 if I want to increase my budget in any point. For instance, maybe I can put here this amount of money in my budget. Yes, this one. So now let's say that is my assumption. Now I need to make the decision of my goal for staff size. Remember, your capability to achieve your goal depends on your capability to have good conditions of work and good payment. So I'm expecting to grow fast. This is the reason why I invest in marketing. So let's say that my goal is to hire 15 customer success staff over the year. To do so, also I need to increase the salary. I'm not going to pay the minimum wage. Let's say that my minimum wage that I'm going to pay like this, $2,000 per month per employee to invite more employees. And also the price. I'm starting my company. I believe that I need to escalate. I'll put a really low price here to check if I can really increase my my budget, my number of customers. Then I have here the range of digital marketing strategy. So let's say that I'm assuming that I believe that I need to have a broad audience for my softwares. So I select here broad, and in the beginning I will invest more in the top of the funnel, a little bit more less in the middle, and not that much in the bottom. Let's say they put here, for instance, very low. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? From my marketing budget, 57% of them will be to the top, 29% will be to the middle, and 14% will be to the bottom. Okay, now it's time to check what will be the potential outcomes. Here is where I can estimate what will be the potential outcomes of my business. The idea is to adjust my strategies with these forecasts in order to identify what is the potential result for the next round. In the beginning, it's really hard to estimate or forecast, but you have some guidelines of the expected maximum and minimum. But anyway, what is one of the main tasks is to learn to read the KPIs and then adjust based on your strategy what you believe that will be your funnels for your funnel for the next year. So let's assume here with this strategy the minimum is 3.2 million and the maximum is 4.8. Since I'm investing a lot of money in marketing, in my perspective, let's say that I believe that I'm going to reach this amount of people, 4.5 million people per month, okay? Navigation. Here is between 1 and 3. Since I invest a lot of money in marketing and I'm investing in the top, I believe that I have 3 here. I'm not investing that much in the middle, so even though I'm here in the expected, maybe I need to reduce a little bit because I'm not investing that much in the middle. This also can reflect in lead retention, but since I have a lot of customer, I expect to have a good staff, maybe I can let it, let's say, just 50%. Now, paid subscription, it's telling that's between 3 and 4. I'm 3.5, I'm investing very low, let's reduce a little bit, let's say 30, 3. And now the retention, it's telling me between 40 and 60. I think that's fair enough, but maybe since I'm investing, I have a low price, and as I have a lot of, I expect to have a lot of staff, I expect to have a little bit more of retention. Okay. Okay, as you can see, it's appearing here a message telling that I'm using a wrong password. I guess that my password is like this. So as you can see, the message is not appearing right now. It means that now I have my proper password. So if the result is not appearing for you, it's because you're using a wrong password. So as I can see here, with these results, what I may expect for the first year. So if my funnel operates like this, I may expect to have 3.7, almost 3.8 thousand customers in the end of the year. I will achieve my head count. This is my goal. But I will have a lot of, the number of customers per customer success will be really high. Probably this means that it will be really hard for me to have this rotation rate or conversion rates. Customer acquisition will be like this. This will be my revenues. And finally, this will be my profit in the end of the year. Since I started with 5 million, I'm going to lose 1.4. I went the year with $3.5 million, okay? But here, for sure, it's not reasonable to assume that I'm going to have these rotation rates with that level of workload for my headcount. So I need to do something different. I need to change part of my strategy. Maybe, for instance, try to have more people working for me. Let's put, for instance, 20 is the maximum. The number reduced a little bit. Even though it's too high, maybe I'm not going to be able to retain a lot of customers like I'm doing here. Maybe I need to reduce a little bit more. Let's put, for instance, 40. It's not reducing. Okay, it's reducing. As you can see, it's reducing here a little bit. But also where I can have problem here, rotation of leads. So let's say that my rotation of leads will be reduced as well because I don't have enough people to deal with these customers. Let's say 40 is still that much. So one thing that I can be sure, or I'm going to have a really low retention rate, maybe 20 or even lower, or also you have a really low lead retention here to have something more reasonable, something that makes more sense, you know. So what you can do, you can think about different strategies. For instance, you can reduce your speed of growth, for instance, or you can increase the price to grow slowly, or you can keep going fast, but for instance invest more on R&D to try to increase lead retention and retention rate. But this is just a forecast. It's something to check what is the potential results. that depends on these assumptions that you add on the funnel. And indeed, the main goal of the simulation is to let you learn what are the potential impacts of your decisions on the funnel, and then adjust your strategy and use your past results to forecast what you may expect for the next years. Okay, so this is it for the tutorial on how to use this Excel file for the first round.